Alright, greetings and welcome. I am Joffrey, and today I'm going to be playing as Vasconia. Oh, I've got the escape open. I have decided that Vasconia is an excellent candidate for a more long-form game. Yes, it's not Germania. I know you wanted me to play Germania Vector, but the problem with that is that they're a bunch of unga-bunga nomadic boys who... there's no people up there. And also it's completely removed from the normal area of play. So I would have zero interaction the whole game with any people like Rome, unless Rome did really good, in which case I would probably just die. In this case, I'm actually playing in one of the areas that there are people. There are people, unlike Northern Europe, where there is no one. I actually, I've got a whole 61 people. Let me fix some of these map modes. I've got the map mode set up different on my laptop, and I like them a lot better on there. Terrain, simple terrain, religion and culture there. Culture, and then religion down there. And that is incidentally one of the things that's interesting about Vasconia, is that Vasconia is an area that will force me to actually be a little more chill than I might otherwise be, because they're a religious isolate to a degree, so I will actually need to be kind of chill, though their culture group is spread interestingly around the coastline. Yes. Not late. I don't know. I had I actually don't know whether or not my alarm would have woken me up, because 10 minutes ago, like just a couple minutes before my alarm would have gone off, I had a terrible nightmare. It was very spookifying, and I woke up because of the nightmare. It was a nightmare about one of those good old-fashioned what-if scenarios where, in this case, the sun just kind of went out. So the nightmare was just the sun disappeared, and I was a narrator talking about it. And it was spooky, so I woke up because the sun disappeared. Mind you, I haven't really seen the sun much lately because of my sleep schedule, but you know. Come on, well, what else do I need? I need population. Population there. Diplomacy and government. Barbarian power somewhere. Well, I'll figure out what I'm missing. I'll figure out what I'm missing as it comes, I suppose. Supplies probably good. Naval range I definitely want. I've already got territory rank somewhere, yeah. Government type I've got. Levies next to supply, I think. Civilization over government type, I guess. And fortifications? Yes. So, I'm going to be playing as Vasconia. What is up with my throat? Let's engorge myself on some water. So, Vasconia is who I'm going to be playing, because they are simultaneously close to the action. They have a decent amount of people to start with. They also don't have an easy instant step to victory, it looks like. However, they are in a better situation than, well, I suppose they're probably not in a better situation than Massalia, because, I mean, there's actually quite a few Massalians, but there are actually, 41 Hellenic Massalians, but the catch is that with these guys, I am out of the way enough that I have time to just sit around and work towards urbanizing, so I can make this a more long-form game that I play from Schittsburg, do their missions, and then get to the end, doing the whole reforming the tribe thing. The name of the series is Masters of the Pyrenees because that is the name of their mission tree. So the Vasconian tribes that live in the foothills of the Pyrenees control one of the only passes through the formidable mountain range, forcing them to be constantly on their guard against enemy incursions. In fact, it is the only mountain pass across it in this. Building their settlements alongside the gentle waters of the river Iberus, they live in a pleasant land, one filled with untapped potential. Someone with the ambition and drive could make something of Vasconia, transforming it into a nation that is truly worthy of fearing. So, must improve Vasconia's infrastructure, conquer our neighbors, and establish the Ebro Confederation. Which sounds delightful. I like confederations. So, we've got one that we can do immediately. Any sites on the Atlantic? Is that where we... Yeah, we've got to go and take... Pompelno. I mean, it does become the capital of Navarre, so... I guess I get the idea why it's supposed to be the capital. I have looked at this mission tree before, but I don't remember everything that's involved in it. So, yes, I suppose this is probably the classic Imperator Invictus mission of click the button and then after 60 days the Varduli will be asked if they want to become my vassal, and if they don't become my vassal, then I will attack them. Didn't post an announcement. No. You're right. I didn't post an announcement. SMH my head. I'll give a little winky face. There you go. Announcement has been made. So the first mission... first mission, oh, it instantly gives us a little event. If we want unfettered access to the Mare Cantabrium and Daleni Arculcina, certainly does. Oh gosh, this is the name we're going to be dealing with. Then we have a problem. The tribes of Vardulia are standing in our way. Something has to be done. We'll have to decide whether to pursue peaceful or violent means against the Vardulians. We must reach the Atlantic. A war council has been summoned in Calaguris, where the tribal chieftains of Vasconia shall weigh their opinions. So our starting character is actually really I'm pretty darn sure that Vasconia's got random characters, but that she has 10 in 2 stats and then a 2 in another one with just perfectly acceptable finesse. What a character this is. She is also confident, ambitious, which I guess explains some of the stats. Presumably this is going to be quite handy. I mean, it's part of why she has such high base stats. And she's also pregnant, apparently. You vote for diplomacy for the option, so I guess I will get a choice. We'll have peace or war. So, well, if I have the choice, then peace would probably be preferable. I mean, we're both Vasconians after all. Perhaps I'll wait to take the ideas until I've seen what happens here. We've got... Ooh. National Tribesman happiness is kind of ass, and we'll definitely be removing that in time. But for now, the whole country's tribesmen, and country same religion happiness. That means every other Marite cultured person, every other Marite faith person, is going to be basically 13% more happy. I must unite all the Vasconians, yes, and if they don't let me do that peacefully, then it's gotta be with war. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vasconians. My fellow friendy boys. I do. We've got the civic tech investment shrine. It's like, oh, well, great. 9% more civic tech, uh, you know, of our zero research because we have a single citizen, I guess. Yeah. We have a singular citizen who's giving us tech. Tech investment is very good. Yes, very, very good when you have 0.00002 research. Well, I may as well just do the culture, the same religion happiness for the sake of just making the whole country more happy, because the none of the other ones are going to do anything. Um, what can we import? We already have a surplus of stone because there's so many rocks in Vasconia. What else is worth import? Oh, we can get a surplus of grain. Surplus of grain is good. We could also get a surplus of wine. That's not really that helpful, though. We don't have legions yet. Spearmen, defense, I don't think we have spearmen. Vegetables, olives. The pop promotion speed will definitely be handy in time, but it's not really relevant yet. I'll take it preemptively, though, sure. Yeah, turns out on the edge of civilization, where basically no one has a lot, like, enough land to have surpluses of resources, there's yeah, no one's got, no one has surpluses to give us. It's very sad. But easy martial ethos, and then, probably the corruption. Probably the anti-corruption. I am a huge standardized construction and origin myth enjoyer, but also I despise corruption because make people being dumbasses and making everything more expensive for you because they want to steal your money uh, is very annoying. So I'll take sanctioned privileges for the fact that it will also give the huge national tribesman happiness. Moral of the story is that the whole country is going to be super goddamn happy until we start conquering outside of Marite lands, in which case they'll just be a little less happy. Right, for that, let's see what happens. Need to build a fortress in the mountain pass as well for another mission. And need the council legal authority. And to build a bunch of tribal settlements. In the hills and mountains. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And then we get a choice. That's neat. Well, again, I'll wait before I do any of those. Any of those building of things. Alright. The gatherings of the tribal chiefs has concluded in Calagurus, and after all of the deliberations were heard, the matter boiled down to two choices: peace or war. We could try to flex our diplomatic muscles by sending envoys to see if they're interested in becoming a feudatory. Of course, there are plenty within the Vasconian tribes who want to send our warriors into the Vardulian settlements. The deciding vote must be made by Dalinar Kulchida. Pursuing peaceful means never is a bad thing, is it? I like given the levy's fighting experience, but there's a lot of people around. There's a lot of people next door, uh, especially the Aquitanians. The Aquitanians will definitely be one of the first people I'm interested in fighting. Unless the game is telling me to not cross the Pyrenees at first, in which case, we'll see. But I'll get plenty of military experience fighting other people if they accept. This dude's smart. Now that we've made our minds up to pursue peace with the Vardulians, we've gathered an embassy in Caligurus. We will load up our diplomats with fine Vasconian goods, make the proper sacrifices, and send them to the lands of our neighbors. We hope they will return with some exciting news, but everything is in the hands of the gods now. Yeah, what? This is the worst thing about Imperator, Eric. That there's no sand. Instead, it's all glass. Oh God, they didn't accept. They didn't accept, no. The Vardulians have responded to our proposal, and rather churlishly at that. It's become abundantly clear not only that they do not wish to be our feudatory, but that they have no interest in even maintaining friendly relations with us. It won't be long before our forces meet again. Well, rip peace. Wait. All this light infantry and light cav. I thought that... Bruh. We're supposed to have 35% heavy infantry. Can be raised from the following pop types: citizen and noble. Oh! I've never looked at this before. We can't get those types because we don't have the kinds of civilians. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know that that's how that works, Drac? Should have improved relations with them first, unless it's predetermined. How am I supposed to know that I need to improve relations with them? The game doesn't say anything about that. If Mr. Smart Dracman thinks to tell me what I should have done, he should have said so beforehand. Because now his input's not helpful. Alright, so I'm gonna tell game that I don't want to be selling any food. I'll sell everything else, as long as it doesn't get rid of a surplus. But I will not be selling food because I do in fact like food surpluses. Well, now the scary thing is that they actually do have iron. So I'll have to see if they see if they get any heavy infantry regiments. You're not very quick on the draw, are you, Drac? Also, there was no one I could import iron from anyway. No. Building a fortress in the mountain pass was the big one. Mind you, it's in the same region, so we'll get penalties. Unless we improve the infrastructure. Oh, that was lucky, wasn't it? Oh, she's actually because yeah, plus one for each 5 marshals, so she actually is providing +2. Wow. And then very quickly getting siege accumulations. This is not fair. With that few garrisons, yeah, with that few garrison left, it looks like they didn't even have their forts maintained. I might just take this without even having to fight them. No, you stay the fuck away. You stay out. Yo, where you going? We've got like 3 people in each location. They're gonna like no, no, stop. No, I'm building there. Don't do that. Huh. Oh, they didn't even take anyone. Okay, fine. Oh, and then immediately gets taken back because of the fort. And and then they march all the way back to very slowly piecemeal attack me. But oh god. It's a little late for that. How many people? 5 people? I mean, again, they're my culture and everything. I don't want to hurt them. But hey, yo, I get a chance to get some military XP from beating the shit out of some people. Twins? Yo, we had twins? Neat. And they're both dudes. Are Kara and Sakarskir. Sakarskir. Scheming for influence could be good, though it will constantly reduce my popularity. But yeah, you're probably right that it's worth keeping on. There's existed discord between 2 of our clan chiefs. They're gonna ask me if they want to duel to the death, I think, is how this works. I mean, you're both good characters is the problem. Ugh. We have a duel for honor instead. Please. Thank you for not killing each other. That's all I ask. You're both good. Alright. The Vardulian elite have been yoinked. Well... It's probably worth it to... I'm siphoning funds, yeah, fuck that. Probably worth it to yoink, despite the popularity penalty. It's probably worth it to yoink for the money. I mean, you can, after all, get popularity from having prisoners. So, ooh, that was a... Damn, she was worth 14 gold? Ooh. Scrumptious. Yeah, made some fat stacks. Yeah. Missions. So yes, build the fort, and then yeah. Give some citizens centralization. Oh yeah, that's right. We need the law, council legal authority. which means that we're probably gonna... They're probably leading us towards becoming a republic. We'll have to see. Self-control, what does that do? Extra zeal, I guess. Hey, she's got more than 2 zeal now. Where does it give contact with the Aquitani? So it's gonna want me to make alliances with the Aquitani, and it gives me people? What the hell? Well, that's interesting. It's going well. It's going well. How about you? Capital Stronghold. Where was the... Wait. Yeah. Chief City of the Vasconians. Thumpelna has city status. Territory civilization is greater than 20. I see there's no barbarians in these mountains. That's good. I like not having barbarians. Alright. Making it a city. What is the civ level around? Max civ level's pretty low, all things considered, or in general. The highest max I've got is 11 in my capital. Because there is not a single city in Vasconia. There are some cities in the southeast. It would definitely be appealing to yoink some of those coastal cities. In fact, it would in general be very nice to conquer more of Telekinesis in general. We'll have to see. Yes, gotta yoink those Greek cities, indeed. Though the missions don't go that far. None of the missions, looking more carefully, it doesn't look like any of the missions actually give you claims on stuff. Any of the conquest you do at this point is purely your own choice. Like what is that province? It'll get to you. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing I was talking about, Drac, earlier. This is the thing I was talking about earlier with like the things that I've been noticing when looking at the code. This right here. How much this annoys me. This is Invictus, yes. This is using the Invictus mod vector, yes. But Drac, you see how like I'm in the provinces map mode, and then when I zoom in just a little more, like you can't read any of these names, for example. You can't like half the names of location of the provinces at least you can't actually read, and then you zoom in a bit more to read them, and then they just disappear. And it replaces them with location names, even though you're in the provinces map mode. So I found where in the code you can change that. So yes, I definitely will. And that sort of thing, it's very specific to like there's There's specific things in the code that check for a lot of different things like that that you can very specifically micromanage. But yeah, try. I think it's probably more important to do the mountain people. Mountain people one. The rating is Isitania. What the hell is this Isitania? Was it even saying who are these invaders it's talking about? And you need a training camp there? But that's a you would need to make that into a city then. Yikes. The province is good, what do you mean? Yeah, but I need to make it into a goddamn city. That's not cheap. Who the heck? So... I'll need to make a few cities then, yeah. Acquisition of wealth is probably fine. I wanna take out these dudes, because they're in my province. They're not my faith though. But there's nothing that gives me claims either way. But I think it's probably worth it to do the, maybe I won't directly spend the PI on claiming them. I'll just see if the War Council will let me. Incompetent storage. That's too long. The gold's not that bad. Alright. No, I don't get any claims on them. Arbelia, those are the Aquitanians. The game wants me to make alliances with those goons. Wants me to make a bunch of alliances with just grab as many alliances with Aquitanians as possible. But I mean, I could still attack a couple of them. Well, this mission, Contact with the Aquitani, seems to just actively give me bonuses for it. It's weird. Like, get a certain amount of pops depending on the amount of alliances we have. At least 2 countries within the Aquitani region and Transalpine Gaul whose primary culture is Aquitani have an alliance with us and at least 65 opinion. Vasconia, Tarbelia. Two of the people are suggesting claims on the Aquitani, which I mean they're fellow Marites, so I can see the appeal. But I think I'm gonna go with Luzonia. Yeah. Aravacia. I've probably got more men than them, to be honest. Why don't I have any heavy infantry? Is it still... I mean, okay, it's still because my entire country is tribesmen, but no, I've got citizens now. Why isn't that enough? Well, I've got everything that it should require, Cairo. I've got iron. Surplus, maybe. Maybe it's that I don't have a surplus in the capital? Because I've got regions that are producing it, but not producing a surplus of it. So maybe that should become a priority. Oh, they're in the middle of a war. So it is because I don't have it in the capital. Okay. Well, in that case, let's drop the grain and wheat and see. No, it's still not an option to import it. I'm not producing a surplus of it, so I can't import it, I guess. Which is a little odd because I've got 2 tiles that are making it, so I would. It feels like it's lying to me. Is province of Arduli has 1 furs, because it's got only 1 fur location. This is saying the province of Ardulia has. Am I like exporting it and I don't know? Yeah, I'm exporting it. I didn't. So. Oh, it's accepting to export it automatically because it's not. It's not losing a capital surplus. Oh, but great. All this does is import. Yeah, I get 1. Oh, it says enables heavy infantry, but that's not a surplus of it. That's just having some. Is that all I? Do I literally just need any? No, it seems I still need the surplus of it. Well, I guess. Jeez. I'm gonna need more iron. I guess having this one place access to it isn't enough, huh? So, I guess I do want to kill those guys to my west, because that would give me a whole 3 iron in Vardulia itself. So I'm not gonna wait around for another tribal CB. I'm just gonna ready a claim on them. No, Drac, don't suggest he plays a tribe. Do not suggest someone play a tribe for their first game. No, no. Okay. Rome is good because they're super honestly, like I wish I could convince myself to play Rome because they're a great example of a country that's not stupidly powerful, but they can rise to power very quick, and that's great. But they're such a flagship character, it's like it's hard to not do it. Um I mean, I guess you could play a tribe. Cairo might be satisfied with that gameplay, but hard to say for sure, I suppose. Oh wait, that's right. I'm supposed to be declaring war on these guys. They got another ally. Well, did get heavy infantry in Cav. It just, yeah, it took a couple months for it to show up, but yeah. We've got the heavy infantry in Cav now. Alright. Egypt is insanely powerful, and Egypt is insanely powerful, and you have the option of immediately getting a ton more land, even by going like up east. Because you get the like the whole Diadochi Wars thing. You get to fight the Antigonids and any times. anytime you occupy lands in the war, you'll instantly get it. Um, Change the formation. Dude, there's so many fucking tribal units though. Change the army formation. Whoa. I guess shock action like is basically the best I've got. What else would I even want? Envelopment. Not envelopment, that's for sure. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Dude, I'm not changing that for all these levies. There are way too many. I'm not going through each and every one of them and saying, alright, heavy infantry in the back. I'm gonna beat the shit out of any of these guys that attacks me anyway, and I'm not gonna every single time I declare war be like, well, here I go. Time to start a new war. I'll put the I'll change the formation again. SMH off. Did you even? You're saying SMH off, Cairo? Cairo, you stupid head. Did you even hear what I said? I'm the one who's saying I just want to make a death stack. Drax's the one who's trying to use logic to convince me to do a smarter thing. Yeah, Drac is pretty dumb. He's thinking too hard. Flog the dude. Refused duel. Counselor ignored. This is reminding me that I need to go looking through my characters for... There's a finesse dude. Ugh. Gross. There's a... Okay. I've got a couple people that I can... that have traits that'll give me a chance of getting shit. Which is all I can really ask for. We'll go for that surplus of grain again. Peridian Pass. Why use many stack when few stack do trick? Yes. The Pyrenean Pass is what it is. Iaka is one of the most important strategic choke points in our nation. We have to do everything we can to make sure that the Pyrenean Pass is impossible for our enemies to pass through. Now, I would like to get provincial investments in this region. They're not giving me any for free, but I think I need... I think I'm gonna want to not have to pay quite so much. Because I'm over the capacity now in there. That should be me being 6 out of 5. In my home region. People spawner in the mountain pass, yeah. Wanna just produce some people and be over the capacity. Now that the fortifications have been finished in our new city of Iaka. Okay, yeah, it's a new city, huh? Our garrison troops have been keeping watch over the Pyrenean Pass, and every few hours a group of soldiers patrol the mountains. From their vantage point high in Iaka, our men are able to see down into the valleys below. It will be nigh impossible to surprise these vigilant warriors who live to protect the borders of Vasconia. You have no idea what modifiers to aim for? Assimilate and convert everyone. Easy. Make your people happy and make your people happy and make them you. Racism is encouraged. We shall sleep soundly knowing our borders are protected. Commerce is also nice. Commerce is a good value. You like trade. Trade is very valuable. city. Yeah. Lots of gold. Lots of gold. Oh, Drac is convincing you of evil ways. If you see, Cairo, the Drac is telling you to accept everyone. The the problem with accepting people is that your people are just as racist as you are. So if I go to culture, oh wait, that's right. My country is a pure Vasconian state. We are of pure Vasconian heritage. Not a single other is in this realm. So if you have others gross in your country and you accept them, you give them the right to become citizens. If you do such a foolish mistake, it will make the entirety of every single one of your accepted cultures less happy. Would you want that? Do you really want to make the rest of your accepted cultures unhappy by accepting more people? What on earth is Drac on about? So now we got 4 advances. Okay, I need to check if the missions are like, well, stupid Joffrey, you should have we gave you 4 advances. You should have taken that tech. Because if I don't have anything that's requiring me to have certain tech, no. Great Temple. There is something that wants me to have a Great Temple, and that's probably what I was going to go for soon anyway. The only thing that's a case of, like, it needs you to have a tech is the Great Temple, which, coincidentally enough, is a very good thing that I was thinking about getting right away anyway. Get the tech that sounds coolest. I like the tech that gives me the Great Temple because it allows me to convert all of the other religion people. And then soon after we get open religion to convert the other religions, we will go down oratory to get gradual economic integration for the grand theater, which will allow us to integrate the other cultures. Yes. I do really like religious tech. I don't think there's a single tech I dislike, though civic advances and military are the ones I ignore the most. I am a massive Diplo and religious grind set person. I will... Yeah, I'll get those 3. Reduced governorship is really good, man. The extra 2 provincial... No, I gotta start down oratory down towards gradual economic. The aggressive expansion going down, like I'm at war, and getting the aggressive expansion impact down is also great for that. Look at these cuties with their funny... They're wearing all this cloth and they got a big old plume. It's so cute. You go for the crucial techs and then focus on civic a lot. But, brother, get the iron surplus by capital trade route tech. I have iron! I have iron! Brother. And I do think I really need to spend the influence. As much as it sucks, I'm gonna need to spend the influence to get additional fort infrastructure, because they forced me to build a second fort. And it is expensive as fuck. I'm not paying for those garrisons unless it looks like I need to, because I am just a whittle tribe. Oh, I'm just a whittle. Is this EU4 rules for fort? Yeah, just assume it's EU4. When it comes to forts, wait. It's EU4 but better. That's a big thing. So forts are essential. If you have a fort, remove the fort in my capital. Excuse me? Fuck you. Fuck you, Drac. That's what I say to your idea. Remove the fort in my capital. The very idea. The very idea. If I remove my fort, the last time I played a game of Imperator, Rome, I removed a fort in like a city. The moment it was like, all right, I've got a holy site, I've got a city built, but I'll just remove the fort because it's out of the way. And then the dude I was fighting snaked his way all the way to get back to that city just so he could burn the holy site. I ain't fucking around. I ain't fucking around. How many? Okay. 5. I mean, yeah, looting be gentle. There's not a lot of people still. Or we've got some disloyal people. Who is this goon? Oh yeah, he is disloyal as hell. Well, I can probably give him free hands because we've got the anti-corruption thing. That should help. Unfortunately, I'm not the siege leader on this. So someone else is going to yoink that. I didn't have any relics in them. Motherfucker just burned my holy site because, and he was the same religion as me. That's the worst part. Huh. I guess I have a claim on Illegaria now. Because they took one of my... I wanted those. I want that land. And he took it. Mmm. Ah. Isn't it gonna force me to turn my capital into a city? Because I don't care about turning my capital into a city as much right now, but I think it needs me to. Yeah. He's gonna have 2 fortress buildings, motherfucker! Those bastards need... They are thirsty for fortifications. Bro, I'm gonna need to fortify the province twice. That is a lot. That is a lot of resources just for fortifying Vasconia. I need to finish up these wars and... Yeah, I need to finish up these wars and then ally... ally a bunch of these goons to the north for the sake of completing the mission. Contact with the Akutani. Go beat the shit out of these dudes, beat the shit out of dudes, get military XP. No, they're leaving. They're leaving, but if you leave, I can't beat the shit out of you with my iron. We have this grand invention. It is referred to as making armor out of iron. You should try it sometime. Thank you for the XP. That's outside of the region, isn't it? That one place of Galatia is outside of the province. Earthenware settlement. I'll just make them into a tribal vassal there. Heh, sure. I'll accept I get a single pop. Oh no, I've got a couple slave pops now. Why do I care about the region, Joff? Alright, so when you look at the regions map mode, everything that is inside the region of Telekinesis, my faction leader, my actual tribal chief, rules herself. Any land that I own, that I get outside of it, I will need to assign a governor for. And as a shit-eating tribe, I'd prefer not to have to assign governors to manage that land, unless I need to, because then I need to manage their loyalty, and I need to worry about making sure they're not grumpus and stuff. Now, mind you, I will be going into Aquitania soon TM. However, that land is going to be really easy for me to control due to them being same culture group and religion, so I don't care as much if I get a governor for it that is a little finicky on their loyalty, because even if they do stupid shit, it'll still be easy to manage. What is this one? Yeah, it's Aravakia. So Aravakia can become my tributary? Wait, you can't. Oh, that's right. You can't make tribal vassals. If I make them a tributary, they're just gonna immediately revoke it anyway. That's a shame. Yeah, I can only make them into a tributary, which is fine. There's only 2 pops in that other location anyway. Oh, become a regional power. It's good, it's good. This does mean that we're gonna get more families, but that is fine. Imprison their important people, and then yeet them for the extra cash, because we've got cities to build, and cities won't pay for themselves. Your labor for the state shall be of great benefit. You shall be assisting us. I shall be pretty quickly. I've got a Tinto talk. Indeed, selling the nobles. Yes, but I've got the Tinto talk to be doing pretty soon. But yeah, good. There's forts in the provincial capitals of both of these areas. I'm gonna, before I go though, I'm gonna go into, because that's the Celtiberry. This is all Celtiberry culture. So 65 pops, that's quite a few. But where would it send the colony? It would send the colony to Voluka. It would be the wait, Voluka's an actual city? Damn, I have a city now. This is the most northerly city in Iberia. That's perfect. 33 pops. They got a forum and a fortress. 2 out of 3 buildings. All right. Perfect. Celtiberry and Voluka, build a colony. Sends a bunch of Vasconian tribesmen there. Now the population makeup is 8. There's 8 Celtiberry and 8 Vasconians. Well, isn't that convenient? There happens to be 3 Celtiberry Druidic people in here, and I could just, if I felt like it, for example, I could take one Druidic Celtiberry dude from Voluka and just kind of move him out. And now, with yoinking one of those tribesmen out, which is one of the nice things about tribes, is that you can move tribal pops as a tribe, as well as slaves. But with that, I've moved enough people that I am the majority in this city, which is going to help a lot with converting the culture and religion of the other people in the area, as well as maintaining the loyalty. Because this place is going to be less disloyal as a result. But I have a Tinto talk to be getting to. So, I'll be wrapping this stream up here. Next time, I shall continue along with the glorious objective of consolidating the Terrakinesis region. Realistically, what does civilizing effort actually do? Yeah, civilizing effort just increases monthly civilization change, but so that's not going to be useful yet. I'm going to need to make these two places into cities and just start urbanizing the shit out of Vasconia. All right. All right. I am not a migrating tribe though, so that is irrelevant cheese, quote unquote cheese. All right. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you. No, oh well, yeah. First I'll say it's been really fun. It's been really fun of doing. Just before I leave, the one thing I'll add is it's been really fun for me. The fact that a bunch of people in the community have been interested in checking out Imperator, just because I've been playing it more. I really appreciate that. I think it's cool that the people are giving it a chance. That I could have that impact on some of my friends and viewers. So, thank you all for checking out the game as a result of it. I know Drac is very enthused about that as well. Yes. Um, and as for Cairo though, I don't know. Maybe Cairo if you play it a bit. I don't know. I may or may not have been looking into the code of Imperator, and I might have learned to do map modding, and may or may not have started putting certain things on a certain map for Imperator. So maybe sometime, maybe we could discuss how the coat of arms system works in Imperator Realm. All right, but for now, I'm gonna dip. So because I've got another stream to be doing. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.